Hi, this is Susan. Welcome to Keepsake Books to celebrate and commemorate. We are going to make some mini journals today. We're going to make two little books that we're going to attach together and have a little ribbon bookmark. So first we're going to make each book. We're going to take a piece. You can use recycled paper with writing on one side or just plain paper. Because I'm using this, when I make that first fold, when I fold in half the first time, I want the writing to be on the inside. And I call this a hot dog fold, long and skinny. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to fold it in half the other way. These terms come from when I was teaching. We have a hamburger. Then I'm going to take one layer, just one layer of the paper, take this edge and fold it back to meet the fold. And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I will stand it up so that it looks like a W. If you look at the end, I'm going to grab the middle of the W, so that's two layers, and I'm going to cut up the fold that's in the center to the next fold. And you want to make sure you get all the way to the fold, otherwise the next step won't really work. Then I'm going to hold either side of the cut, bend my wrists so that it's standing up. Now, if you'll notice, these are kind of a floppy fold. So I'm just going to go over this and I'm going to fold them so that they are flatter. And then this can just be collapsed into a book. And exactly how you do it doesn't really matter, but you will end up with a little book like this. To attach them together, I'm going to use glue stick, and I am also going to add a bookmark. So what I want to do first is figure out what size of ribbon I want to get my ribbon for the bookmark. So I'm going to make the ribbon so that it is about 1.5 times the height of the book. And you'll notice that this end is cut at an angle, which is always a good idea with ribbon because it keeps it from fraying. This one I'm cutting across the top because this one, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be glued in. So what I'm going to do is put glue on this book, put my ribbon here, and put the other book on top, and then flatten them so that they stick together. So one of the things is we want our books to match. So if you notice, one has all open edges on one side has all open edges, one side has a mixture of folded open edges. This is what I like to be the top of the book. So you want to make sure they're both that way so that they will match up when they're put together. So I'm going to put one book on a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to cover the whole top surface with glue. Then I am going to take my ribbon, I'm going to put it, this is where the fold is, where the spine of the book is. I'm going to put my ribbon on that side. Not absolutely necessary, but if you want to touch it up with a little more glue, you can. And then I'm going to take the second book, I'm going to look and make sure that I have folds and open edges at the top. I'm going to line it up, line it up as best I can, and flatten it out. And then anytime I glue, I always like to go over more carefully the part where I actually put the glue. So I'm going to smooth it down, take my paper, fold it in half, and now I have my journal. And here is my bookmark that I can use as a bookmark. I was trying for the look of an old leather-bound journal for this book. So, and the other thing was, if you, on the ends on the side, you can see, before I had covered it, you could see that the two layers had been stacked together. So I wanted to cover that. So I covered it. I cut a piece of ribbon and glued it on here. I put the corner pieces on, added some little decoration. And then when I had finished that, I found that this was really white. It looked stark. It didn't look like an old leather book. So I just took a crayon and covered over it. And I also did the back as well. Here's one that I did with an initial on it. It's always nice to have monogrammed initial things. If you look in the description of the video, you will find a link to my website where where I have a PDF of different letters and alphabets that you can use and some other things that would help in making these books. Hope you enjoy making your mini journals, and thanks for watching.